Hello once again, appleandapps.com back with you with a brand new in-action video checking out The Walking Dead, and more particularly, the 400 Days new special episode that's available as a $4.99 in-app purchase today. And so let's play that new extension of the game. We'll go into our little save file. And so here's the 5 episodes of the original game, and now 400 Days extension, right after episode 5. It's not necessarily tied in, though subtly at the same time, if that makes sense. But anyway, we'll dive in. And the main idea is that there's 5 short stories tied together just to keep your kind of appetite moist, waiting for season 2 of The Walking Dead. And so this is centered around kind of that same Georgia theme. So the familiar art style returns, as well as the interactive aspects.
Got like 60 miles
You
left.
can see you just tap on these little circles that appear on screen, whatever they may be. And you got your little backpack. Right now we're just going to walk ahead and dive into, this is the storyline of Russell. Like I said, there's 5 different storylines. And, you start off on this kind of missing persons board, and there's 5 storylines to tap on. And we picked Russell to start off with. And each one is going to potentially center around some relative surprises. It's not exactly clear.
You getting up? Good.
It's all gonna... I don't want to give away anything because I'm barely starting off in the game. But when you're first starting out, the game asks if you want to continue your storyline if you don't have saved game data. So it might be tied into your decisions from the first 5 episodes. So usual style, you can pick one or the other. I mean, it is a 63-mile walk. But these choices are going to have a very big impact in the overall storyline of what comes ahead. And you got the timer ticking down. And it might tie into the existing Walking Dead 5 episodes, it might not. Your decisions could relate to the other 5 storylines if they potentially,
I don't want no trouble.
connect. It's unclear when you're starting out, and that's The Walking Dead. There's mystery, and there's so many potential avenues to go down based on your choices.
Maybe you're just walking this highway.
And the 400 Days is just, it gives you more of what was already good, extending on the great characters of Lee and Clementine, and just giving you 5 really new characters to kind of get backstory on and feel for.
Balls on you just standing there like that. You get killed.
Of course, they're talking this whole time, so we're gonna.
What's your name?
Kind of bow out to let them, let their story tell itself, because we're just gonna give you a glimpse of what Walking Dead 400 Days is, and see if that $4.99 in-app purchase is right for you.
I don't know.
Likely, if you've played Walking Dead, this makes sense. If you haven't, then hopefully this gives you a gist of what that game entails as well. Because if you still haven't picked up the original Walking Dead, you've been missing out. And if you have, this 400 Days is probably an insta-buy. But it just give you a glimpse of the great story-driven style that Telltale has established.
Fine. Fuck. See if I give a shit.
So we'll jump in this car and see what exactly unfolds following that.
Hell yeah, get in, let's tear it up.
And so we'll bow out to let the dialogue take over.
Fuck, she like to party? Just get in, we'll get there. Or somewhere, eventually. Name's Nate, by the way, thanks for asking. You want to tell me about where you come from, at least? Must have been with a crew. Any tailback where you come from? Maybe drop you off, do a double back.
Sure, yeah. I mean, I'll tell you about who I was with.
Don't leave out any juicy deets, alright?
Okay. There was 7 of us. I didn't have any family there or nothing. They were all at my grand's down in Statesboro. There was a dad who had a daughter about my age. One guy said he used to be a cop, but nobody really believed him. Then a teacher and his wife. Leader was this guy, Steve.
Go back to the daughter.
Steve was a bad dude, but everybody was with him, you know? He said 7 was the magic number, so we didn't add nobody to the group. If we found survivors, it was the same every time. He...
Let it out, Paco.
just... We gonna kill these folks and take their stuff or what? Then bang! They'd be dead. Anyway, I couldn't handle that. After weeks of it, I packed my shit up and figured I could make for Grands alone and try to find my family. I slipped out of there. I couldn't live like that.
So nobody got down with the daughter then?
No, they didn't.
What would you give her? Strong 6? Just tell me something about her. How was the rack? Give me a little something. Just a taste. Russ, I'm doing you a service here.
Why you gotta be like that?
Like what?
Always talking about women like that.
Women? Okay, well, let me see if I can answer your question. Because the hunger a man's got for a woman is all we got left now. No laws, no jobs, ain't nothing that make us men. But they ain't eaten all the women yet.
Whatever.
Let's try this again. All right, maybe someone who wasn't so near and dear to your heart then.
What the fuck?
Come on, scale of 1 to 10. What do you think? Slamming before she was rocked, right? What do you think? Here, get a look.
Fuck!
Like a 9, right?
Get off me!
Maybe you got high standards.
Oh, help!
If you say 5, I'm gonna flip. Tell me, Russ. Jesus, Russ, calm down.
Slamming before she was rotten. Now that is an epic line.
Would you load that? Bullets in the glove bag.
And so in true Walking Dead fashion, you have the dialogue that then transitions into action sequences, which will be coming up next.
Let's look for some supplies in here. See if we can fill up while we're at it. Don't be mad. Fine, be mad. Just stop being a pussy.
Alright.
Oh shit! Go! Get it!
As stated, here we go.
Ross! Get the fuck down, man! You don't want to be there! Get to the truck! I'll cover you!
Okay, get ready!
Don't stop running! And keep your head down!
These action sequences also tie into the dialogue, as you have to trust these guys or decide whether you want to or not.
Good hustle.
What happened to I'll cover you?
Look how good you did.
Alright, what are we gonna do?
First,
I always like to choose the path of least resistance in the questions, but you could always be an ass. It's really up to you.
down. See? Easy. Now
And
we
with
know
the
where he
choices,
is.
you always have the potential to replay a sequence to see if it plays out
Let's push
differently
this truck for
if you go with different choices.
Okay.
It's in neutral. Just keep your head down.
Then the tap sequences. That should all be familiar if you played
Just
Walking
keep
Dead
pushing.
before. Just with all new characters to explore. That's essentially the main selling point.
Shit! Push!
And that $5 for 5 new storylines, that's $1 each for each new
End of the
storyline.
road.
What now?
We're gonna get around the side of the building.
And the riding
We
alone,
gotta go from cover to cover.
that's more
Seriously
than
this
worth it.
time. I'm not fucking around.
Yeah, no problem. Easy as pie.
Just don't get shot. If we get to that car, we'll be out of the line of fire. Here. You can cover me first. I'm not fucking around. You cover me, then I'll cover you. Or if you want to go first, that's fine too.
I'll cover you.
That's a big decision. You see,
Just shoot at the
on the
window
top
and keep
left,
that
he
fucker's head
tells
down
you
till I
how
get where
big
I'm
of a
going.
decision that was.
Then throw me the gun, and I'll do the same. Ready?
Yeah.
ready, Russ? Cover my ass now. Shoot, kid! Remember, don't stop shooting. Fire!
So here we can tap to cover him.
All right, throw me the gun and I'll cover you.
And then we hope they cover us.
Go!
And then we go again. Made it.
Good job.
Now what?
We get over there and we should be good.
And that is essentially The Walking Dead 400 Days. We don't want to give away too much, let you explore it yourself, but we did want to give you a glimpse of... We just get shot? No, I just tripped her. But anyway, just a glimpse of what this new $4.99 extension has to offer for
We're
you.
not done yet.
This is appleandapps.com, and we'll talk to you next time.
Let's see if we can get it
And
around back.
we'll bow out
Sneak
now,
up on this asshole.
so we'll let you explore this on your own.
Follow me.